but with what do we fill that hole? Well, assuming that the answer isn't George Clooney's cock, this question certainly gave me pause for thought. First off, I don't personally feel any need for a crusade to get people to cast off their religious beliefs, and I don't find the idea of a theist being happy in their religion frustrating at all. In fact, I'm all in favour of happiness. Life is short and fragile, and I believe that people should make the most of their opportunities to be happy. So I don't care if someone gets pleasure from worshipping their God, any more than I would deny someone who likes beetroot, which is undeniably the most disgusting vegetable on the face of the planet, and proof alone that God doesn't exist, any more than I would deny them the pleasure of eating their chosen, fit only for animal feed, root vegetable. Well, the problems start for me is when people who like beetroot either keep trying to persuade me to have some, and won't take no for an answer, or believe that rules should be in place to force me to eat the stuff. And then, when their subjective opinion adversely affects me, I start to care a great deal. What struck me about the question posed by the video is the similarity with what does atheism offer, which was a theme a year or so back. That was covered in great detail, so I'm not going to revisit it here. But what I also find particularly interesting about this question is the implicit acknowledgement that without religion you have to fill the gap it leaves with something else. That sounds to me very similar to how people deal with addictions and other harmful behaviour. People who give up smoking often turn to sweets and other foodstuffs to quell the craving that nicotine previously satisfied. Alcoholics' 12-step programs substitute booze with Jesus. And people get addicted to drugs because it feels good. The high that you experience from taking a mind-altering drug feels fantastic. Worries, mental and physical pain, fear can all be washed away in a sense of euphoria and peace of mind. And I see religion giving people the same thing. A numbed, sweetened view of the world that people find more palatable than reality. So that makes me think that the question that needs to be asked is not, but with what do we fill that hole? The question is, do you want to live your life experiencing the reality of the world and people around you with sober clarity, or do you prefer something that separates you from reality? Something that might make you feel better, but that clouds your judgment and robs you of any chance to see things clearly? Would you like to get to know people for who they really are, or only really connect with other people who are under the influence of the same kind of drug that you've just taken? And I say that there's no right answer to that question. It has to be down to personal choice. People who want to spend their lives ripped off their tits on a drug, or ripped off their tits on God, should be allowed that choice. I'm all for it, as long as their behaviour doesn't adversely impact others. For me, my choice is that I want to feel I'm part of the wonderful universe that I see around me. I feel I get more out of discovering what's out there, more out of getting to know the people that I meet, than I think I would pretending that everything's exactly what I've already decided I want it to be.